What's up, guys? Hope you all are doing great. Thank you all for the support recently. I really appreciate that. We are now over 600 subscribers and continuing to grow. Really, it means a lot. In today's video, we are in the Aegis Reclaimer. So far, I have 22 SKU in the hopper from 3 salvage missions I've done. The first mission was an arrow that cost 1000 AUEC. The second was the Avenger Titan, which cost 20,000 AUEC. And the last was the Constellation Aquila, and that cost 50,000 AUEC. So a total of 71,000 AUEC spent on 3 missions. I was trying to level up reputation to see if eventually we'd get to the Starlifters or Hammerheads, but I'm not sure those are still a thing in 323. I might continue trying to level those at a later time because I couldn't accept any more missions. I tried 2 different servers and no luck. But 71,000 AUEC for 3 missions, not counting the fuel and time it took with traveling, is really not much compared to panels. Panels are free, you just have to search for them. So we are going to head over to the yellow asteroid belt and find some panels to salvage with the Reclaimer. Hope you all enjoy this playthrough, and with that, let's get to it. First, we need some quantum fuel. An easy way of getting fuel is to head to a space station. And yes, you can't land in a hangar, but you can squeeze yourself onto one of the larger pads on the outside of the station. You want to come in and land sideways. Just make sure all legs make contact with the pad and get as close to the station as you can. This will save you a ton of time by not having to go planetside for fuel or to get needed repairs.
Fuel at 100%.
We finally made it to the yellow asteroid belt. This place is the best when it comes to salvage panels. I've been coming here for a long time, probably since 319, and this place is just loaded with salvage panels. It used to have a ton of ships too, but I haven't seen a ship yet in 323. You can also find this information on SC Trade Tools. I'll post a link in the description. It'll show where you can find the best places for salvage and a ton of other info. I will also share the salvage signatures that we are looking for when it comes to panels. It's not easy whipping this monster of a ship around in the asteroid belt. She doesn't like to slow down and doesn't like to turn or move out of the way of objects. So be careful out there. The tractor beams are a great tool. They can be a great help with maneuvering the panels closer to you, or sometimes if they are all within reach, you can line them all up so you can salvage them one by one. I have the reclaimer set up with one trawler and one abrade currently. I have an extra abrade module on board as well, but I was using the trawler to speed run some of the salvage missions. I also used the trawler with some of these panels, but mostly was using the abrade. This is where I get as close to all the panels as possible so that I can use the tractor beam to move them all together and line them up. Worked really well actually. I was able to get them all next to each other and in a row, and then I was able just to knock them all out one by one. Another tip too is don't forget to switch out of nav mode before entering your turret seat. Otherwise, you might stare at the button like I did for a couple minutes, wondering what the heck is going on until you realize what might have happened. The reason, in case you're wondering why I'm using the abrade side, is because it gives the most SCU. In the tests that I did, I found out that the abrade gave the most SCU in the fastest amount of time. The trawler is the fastest overall, but not as good at collecting. Here's the graph I put together and posted in the community tab of the channel. I've been on this reclaimer for a couple days now. I have food and water on board as well, but I figured it was time. I decided that I would stop at 120 SCU, which is half of the reclaimer's total capacity. You could totally be out here just living until you were filled to the brim, but I didn't want to risk this load. The server started to act up a little bit, and I thought to myself, maybe I shouldn't push my luck. So I topped off and decided to head to Orison, leaving everything in the hopper until I land, and then I can start printing when I'm safely in the hangar. Alright, we have arrived. Hangar 13 at August Dunlow Spaceport. Now we just have to fit this jug bug inside and safely touch down. For those of you who have played Ark, the Reclaimer reminds me of the jug bug, just by the way it looks. I've had a lot of success selling here at Orison. I have been able to sell almost every single time here. New Babbage, I've tried, and I have to wait all the time, it seems like, there. So I've just decided to come here almost every single time that I need to sell, and I've very, very rarely had to wait for a reset. So come to Orison. We are down and now on the salvage processing deck of the Reclaimer. Sometimes while in the hangar at spaceports, it doesn't allow you to pull out your tractor beam with the hotkey. What you have to do is drag it to your hand manually from the inventory screen. This will work and you'll be able to use your tractor beam inside your cargo hold to move stuff around. The Reclaimer's hopper is different from the Vulture's. The Reclaimer allows you to choose what size boxes you want it to create for you by selecting the drop down on the screen. If you don't have enough SCU at any point, it'll stop printing and you'll have to lower the sizes of the box on the drop down again before it'll print and finish off the hopper. So for us, we will get a couple 16 SKU boxes, and then to finish off the hopper, we will have to select an 8 SKU box. If we wanted to, we could have spent a lot more time in the black searching for panels. There's a cargo hold on here, a few floors below us, and directly under us is a salvage hold area. There's a ton of money that you can make owning a Reclaimer. It's a massive, massive ship. It is also a lot of fun when crewed with others and makes things way easier. Like I mentioned, the hopper realizes that you don't have enough SCU to make another size 16 SCU box. So it'll stop itself and require you to switch it before it prints again. This is our last box. So we're gonna go ahead and put it on the grid, and then we need to go inside and store the ship. Then head on over to the TDD to make our sale. We made it to the TDD. Let's see how much we've made from 120 SKU of RMC. We're able to sell all of it for 1,732,000 AUEC, guys. That is not bad from soloing a Reclaimer and mostly salvaging panels. That's not bad at all. Searching for panels and then salvaging them is absolutely an option with the Reclaimer. It's definitely not the easiest because of its size and its maneuverability compared to the Vulture, but you could totally make it work. That's all for this video, guys. Be sure to check out the last couple if you have it. Thanks for sticking around and checking out this video. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care and catch you all later.